Hey there, welcome to this video. My name is Nikki and I work as an artist. Last week I finished this amazing painting that became one of my favorite paintings, but it was so emotionally taxing. It required so much of my creativity that after that I was just left with nothing. I didn't really know what to do, and also my apartment is so chaotic because there was a mold issue and everything needed to be crammed together, so it's not so ideal to work in. So my parents' birthday is really close to each other and it's going to be in a couple of weeks. And what they asked for was paintings for each one of them. So that means 2 paintings that I need to do in a space that's absolutely chaotic, which is fine. I really love giving handmade presents, but this got me very conflicted. I don't do commission work. I paint what I feel like and then I can sell it afterwards, but I struggle a lot with getting like a predetermined idea of someone else that I don't necessarily feel like making. I know what my mom would like, which is basically one of the floral paintings that I've made before, but those ones are a bit tricky because they all have a kind of funky message on them, and I don't think she would love it, and she also wants it for her office. It needs to be kind of appropriate for that. And my dad, so I have an idea of what my dad would like, but it is not my style at all. I would love to make it because it's some type of a sponge art. I always thought it's very exciting and interesting and I always wanted to try it out. On the other hand, I've seen a couple of artists making very similar art on my Instagram because I really like the type of painting that I'm talking about, and it also brought up this question. I don't know if I can make it distinguishable, but that same style, it's very specific. It's not my style. I know that my dad will like show it to people and say, yeah, my daughter's a painter, she made this, and I don't necessarily identify with that style, so it just brings a lot of questions. So I'm going to start with my mom's art because that is more straightforward, and then we will see how I'm going to move forward with my dad's one. We'll see. So my mom, she wanted it to be similar to the other floral ones that I painted, and I don't know if you've seen those before, but they have a message in them, every single one of them, and my approach with those were really not knowing what the message is going to be at the end and just like letting it go and, you know, seeing where the process takes me. And I struggled with this one a bit because I needed to take a kind of different approach with this one. I was making it for something, it had a purpose, and it was for my mom, and I needed to make it okay for her office. I never do commissions, and I feel like I would maybe struggle with some commission art because I really feel like I'm more of a free spirit when I paint, and I know that it is a business decision to pick up on commissions, and probably if I would start like a still art series where I display everyone's, I don't know, favorite objects or something, then I could feel really nice about it and I could feel connected to the people that I'm commissioning it to, but right now I'm not planning to do that, so. So this is the end result. I really liked it and my mom loved it. And then I started with my dad's painting. Now, this was so enjoyable. I had no idea what I was doing. I was also just using my like childhood tools and some random paint that I found around because this is in my childhood home. And I was doing it just very, very fast because I didn't have much time. And I used an Albertine bonus card from the Netherlands when I used to live there, so shout out to Albertine for giving me the tools, I guess. The whole time I was making it, I kind of felt like a kid who's just giving those like macaroni necklaces when you're like 10 and then everyone's very happy for it. I was just smearing around, and my main idea was to paint a tree and have my grandpa's and grandma's hand mark on it. So it's basically, you know, like the tree of my dad, and they created my dad, and it was so fun. I didn't take a video of them like doing it because it was already so chaotic, but my dad loved it and I loved it and they loved it, and I'm so happy for this. Also, in case you have a grandparent around, I highly recommend involving them into some type of a creative process. I once did a painting with my grandma and I was so shocked how well it turned out. Like, if it's a bit abstract, if it's a bit mushy, then they're gonna be able to do it. And if it's not perfect, then it's just sentimental and it's fun, so just do it. As I said in the beginning of this video, after my last big painting I was a bit out of creativity, and it was so perfect that we went to Capri for a wedding and I snapped like so many images that's going to give me a lot of reference photos maybe, or just simply inspiration. Also, what could give me more inspiration than just going out for a nice brunch in an amazing cafe with really yummy pastries? And I thought, okay, let's just capture a moment when I had so much fun and when I was just thinking, wow, life is beautiful. And that's what I did. So I started painting a brunch that I went to with my parents. Now I really wanted this to be an easygoing painting, nothing extra, no pressure. I was just going with the flow, not really caring whether I cover all of the background or not, or if it's so professional or not. I really wanted to capture that feeling, that lightness that I felt in this brunch. And I think I did it. I really, really liked the whole process and I really liked creating it. And you know what? At no time throughout this whole painting I felt like, oh, I don't know what to do. Interestingly enough, it seems like it became a fashion for me to just have a blank space in my paintings so I can just put a message on them. I did it absolutely unintentionally. I had a reference photo for this and that hadn't amply played because I finished my Berliner really fast. I thought I'm gonna actually paint something there, but I really loved that empty plate, and so I just thought I'm gonna embrace it. And in the meantime I kept thinking about self-confidence, something that I kind of struggle with as an artist, because you kind of need to be delusional in a way, or at least that's what people say is delusional. I say it might be self-confident or just, you know, have faith in yourself, because I never went to art school and I believed it when my mom and dad told me when I was 10, like, hey, you're great at painting. Then I stopped for a really long time. I found my way back like 2 years ago to it, and I'm loving it so much. And sometimes I look at a painting and I'm like, and the other times I think, oh my god, that's amazing. And as I'm trying to learn more slang, I would say I ate it and left no crumbs. So you know what? This perfectly fit this painting. I really love writing little notes in my paintings because I feel like that captures the thoughts that I had and the emotions that I had while painting it. I know that the final piece also kind of translates it, but I don't know, I just have sometimes absolutely random thoughts while I'm painting it, and just to write it out, it's really fun. And here you go. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching this video, and like and subscribe and, you know, have fun.